Don't be nervous about tomorrow. I've got your back. I have a surprise for you.
Wan, you are still smiling. You are getting married tomorrow. There are things you haven't settled yet.
What haven't I settled?
The dowry, the house, and the wedding details are all set. You are so naive. Men will promise anything before marriage, but that changes once you tie the knot. If you don't lock in the terms now, his family will walk all over you. You'll have nowhere to turn.
Qin Yue isn't that kind of person. He has been so good to me these last 3 years.
Ha! Good to you. They're all nice when they're chasing you. Real love is about providing security. Look at these girls. They're all cautionary tales. If you are soft-hearted before the wedding, you'll regret it for a lifetime.
But the wedding is tomorrow. Won't it look bad to demand things now?
Tomorrow is your last chance because of the wedding. Men are most afraid of losing face at their wedding. If he truly loves you, he'll definitely sign.
Qin Yue already paid the down payment and renovations. The dowry is 288,000 too. His parents are very polite to me.
What good is politeness? Is the deed in your name only? Did he agree to hand over his paycheck? Will his mother move in later? Is that settled? I prepared everything for you. Increase the dowry to 888,000. For good luck, the house must be in your name alone. Qin Yue's paycheck goes to you after the wedding. Your mother-in-law can't live with you long term. If you divorce, you get the house.
Isn't this too harsh?
Harsh. If a woman isn't tough, her position isn't secure. Wan, I am your bestie. Would I ever steer you wrong?
I'll look out for you from now on.
If he really loves you, what is the big deal with signing an agreement? Have him sign it publicly before the wedding. A man needs to be pushed once to know you are not a push.
Wan, it is almost time. The MC is asking for you. What is up?
Qin Yue, I want to clear some things up before we go on stage.
Like what? What is this?
A prenup. I just want a little security.
A little.
Song Qian, did you put her up to this?
Qin Yue, don't blame the bestie every time there is a problem. Wan has finally come to her senses. If you really love her, then just sign it.
Today is our wedding. Both our parents, relatives, and friends are all out there. Bringing this out at the last minute. Is this a negotiation? Or are you trying to force me?
Force you? Qin Yue, don't act like such a victim. Wan has been with you for 3 years. She gave you her best years. Now you won't even give her a little security.
Over these 3 years, I paid for her mother's surgery. When she was unemployed, I paid her rent. I covered the down payment and renovations myself. As for the dowry and the wedding, I didn't ask her family for a single cent. You say I am not providing security.
You did that of your own free will. Isn't a man supposed to spend money to win over his wife?
Is that what you think, too?
Qin Yue, it is not that I don't appreciate what you've done, but Song Qian is right. If a woman has no security after getting hitched, she'll be looked down upon by her in-laws. Putting the house in my name and handing over your paycheck is just to give me peace of mind.
What if I don't sign?
If you don't sign, you don't love me. Men say they love you, but they show their true colors when it comes to money. Qin Yue, if you really love me, sign it.
Ye Wan, are you sure you want to talk about this today?
I am sure.
Fine. Then let's go out.
Yue, Wan, what is up? It is almost time. Don't delay the wedding. Ma'am, please don't rush us. Wan just wants some security before she ties the knot. You aren't even down for giving her that, are you? Security? Didn't we already agree on everything? The dowry, the house, the wedding. We've provided it all. Ma'am, verbal agreements don't count. If Wan's name isn't the only one on the deed, how can she feel secure? If he doesn't hand over his paycheck, how will she know if Qin Yue is hiding money? Also, it is best if his mother doesn't live with him long term. This is just to avoid conflict. Young lady, marriage isn't a transaction. A couple should work things out together. Not add conditions right before the ceremony. Ma'am, that is not right. A woman only gets married once. Wan wants security. Why are you calling it a transaction? Or is it?
Qin Yue, I just want you to prove you love me. Is that so wrong?
You want me to prove I love you? Then these past 3 years, what do all the things I've done mean?
I know you've been good to me, but being good shouldn't just be words. Song Qian said, if a man is stingy before the wedding, he'll be even worse after.
So you believe her, and not me.
Qin Yue, don't twist the situation. Wan has been with you for 3 years. She just wants an agreement today. If you truly want to marry her, sign it. If you don't sign, it only proves you've been guarded against her from the start.
He definitely looks guilty. Exactly.
Wan, I've always treated you like a daughter. Qin Yue has prepared for this wedding for a long time. If you have concerns, we can talk about them privately. Don't do this today, please.
Ma'am, don't guilt trip her. What do you mean, do this today? Are you only satisfied if you trick Wan into signing the papers? Will you only be happy then?
Song Qian, enough.
What? Did I strike a chord?
Ye Wan, I am asking you one last time. Take this agreement back now. The wedding continues. I'll pretend today never happened.
Don't back down.
Qin Yue, if you don't sign, you don't love me.
Qin Yue, what are you doing?
You said if I don't sign, it means I don't love you. Then let's just say I don't love you.
What do you mean?
It means the wedding is off.
Qin Yue, who are you trying to scare? There are so many people here. You can't just say the wedding's off. How is Wan supposed to face anyone after this?
How she faces people is not my responsibility. I am only responsible for making sure my parents today are no longer humiliated by you.
Qin Yue, have you lost it? I just wanted some security. Is that really enough to call off the wedding?
Security. You raised the dowry to 888,000 at the last minute. Put the house in your name only. Hand over my paycheck. My mom can't live with us long term, and the house goes to you if we divorce. You don't want security. You want me to bow down in front of everyone.
I don't.
Yes, you do. And you already made your choice. I gave you one last chance. You looked at Song Qian. You didn't choose me. The wedding is cancelled. All gifts will be recorded and returned to the guests. I'll cover all the wedding expenses for today. I am sorry for wasting everyone's time. I'll pay every single cent.
Of course, Mr. Qin.
Qin Yue, stop this! Everyone is watching. Just sign it first. We can circle back. You used to always make it up to me. You were always the one to apologize first whenever we fought. Today is our wedding day. How could you do this?
I apologized before because I valued you. It wasn't because I didn't have boundaries. You let your bestie's toxic advice ruin 3 years of my devotion. Ye Wan, I am done.
Qin Yue, if you dare call off the wedding today, the whole world will know tomorrow that you're a scumbag who couldn't afford the dowry.
Go ahead and try.
I am fine. I just feel bad for what you are going through.
Mom, I am the one who let you be treated this way.
Qin Yue! Are you really leaving? If you leave, we're really finished.
Ye Wan, it didn't just end today. It was every time you listened to Song Qian and tested me. It was every time you mistook my backing down for weakness. Today is just the day I finally spoke up.
I was just afraid of getting screwed over later.
You are afraid of getting screwed over. So you humiliated my mother in public. So you forced me to sign that contract in front of everyone. So you turned our marriage into a negotiation. Ye Wan, you are the one getting screwed here.
Don't worry. He is just acting tough. Men are all the same. In 30 minutes, tops, he'll be back here begging you.
Missy, Mr. Qin just notified us.
He is really gone. Qin Yue really left.
What is a panic? Men are experts at acting tough. With all these people here at the wedding, if he doesn't come back, he is the one who'll look back.
But he just said the wedding is cancelled. He said the wedding is off.
He is just talking out of anger. You've been with him for 3 years. He wouldn't just throw that away. Wan, listen to me. Don't you dare cave in now. If you back down, he'll own you for the rest of your life.
But was I too much just now? His mother looked miserable.
You are going soft again. It is better for her to look bad now than for you to look bad. After the wedding, a woman has to set the rules before the wedding. If you back down today, the finances, the house, the in-laws, you won't be able to handle any of it.
Miss Ye, Mr. Qin has confirmed that the wedding is cancelled. All gifts will be refunded, and he will cover the wedding costs. He also asked us to inform you that the house closing is on hold.
The house is on hold! What right does he have to stop the house? See, what did I tell you? As soon as a man shows his true colors, he starts using the house to threaten you.
I need to find him. He can't stop the house. Going to him now is admitting defeat. He's ignoring you on purpose. The more anxious you get, the more he thinks you can't live without him.
But I was supposed to marry him. Now everyone knows the wedding is off. What am I supposed to do?
Don't forget, you are the one who was rejected today. If you just take a stand and let everyone know you just wanted to feel secure, then Qin Yue will be the irresponsible one. With public opinion on your side, he'll naturally come back and beg for your forgiveness.
Will he really?
Of course. Men are terrified of a bad reputation, especially a startup partner like Qin Yue. He is even more afraid of it. Wan, the opportunity is here. Today's incident has created a lot of buzz. I've already edited a few clips. You're getting rejected on your wedding day, crying so miserable. Once we post it, many women will definitely empathize with you.
You are going to post a video?
Of course. You can't stay silent right now. Staying silent is like admitting you were wrong.
But won't Qin Yue get even angrier?
Why do you still care if he is angry? He called off the wedding right then and there. Wan, you have to let him know that you have people standing up for you.
Don't film me. I am a mess right now.
Being a mess makes it real. The more real you are, the more netizens will feel for you.
Everyone, today is my bestie's wedding day, but her fiancé called off the wedding in public.
Miss Ye, President Qin is in a meeting. He said if you are here to discuss the house and the engagement, please go to the legal conference room.
The legal conference room? What does he mean by that?
See, what did I tell you? The moment the engagement is off, he calls in the lawyers. A man like him has had this all calculated from the start.
Qin Yue, do you really have to take things this far?
I am not the one making a scene. It is because you turned the wedding into a negotiation yesterday. Since the negotiation failed, we'll settle this by the book.
Stop acting so rational. You are only holding the house to force Wan to give in, aren't you?
I paid the down payment. I've been paying the mortgage. I paid for the renovations. I ordered the furniture and appliances, too. The deed is currently only in my name. I originally planned to add Ye Wan after the wedding. Now that the engagement is cancelled, the transfer is on hold. Is there a problem?
You used to say that was our home.
That is why I handled the mortgage and the renovations myself. That is why I didn't ask your family for a single cent. That is why I planned to add your name after the wedding. But yesterday, you used that agreement to tell me it wasn't a home. It was leverage to make me bow down in public.
I just wanted a sense of security.
Security is something we could have discussed. You could have brought it up a month ago, 6 months ago, or even made it clear while we were dating.
But you chose our wedding day, in front of my parents, relatives, and friends, to force me to sign an agreement giving you the house if we divorce. Ye Wan, you don't want security. You just want me to lose.
Don't twist this. It is only natural for a woman to want security when getting hitched. If you can't afford it, just say so. Don't talk about Wan like that.
Song Qian, I've prepared your info too. You went on a live stream last night to throw a pity party, saying I refuse to pay the dowry and refuse to give you the house. Today, I am laying all the records out.
Didn't your family borrow the money meant for my mother's surgery?
Your mother was afraid of stressing you out, so she told me not to say anything. I didn't think it was necessary to mention it either, because I thought we'd be family.
Wan, don't let him twist the situation.
He is bringing up old debts now, just to make you feel guilty.
I am not trying to guilt trip her. I just want to set the record straight. The engagement is off. I'll cover the wedding expenses. Return the dowry. The house is off the table. About the specific loans your family took over the last 3 years. Legal will prepare a list. I don't want what isn't mine, but please pay back what you owe.
Qin Yue, are you really leaving no room for negotiation?
At the wedding yesterday, I gave you one last chance, and you didn't take it.
Wang, we can't lose this.
Ladies, I am right outside Qin Yue's office building. Yesterday, my bestie just wanted some premarital security, but Qin Yue called off the wedding in public. Today, he is taking it even further. He straight up had legal draw up a bill, forcing my bestie to pay him back. It is so disgusting, calling off a wedding and then chasing debt. What is wrong with a woman wanting security?
If a guy can't afford it, he shouldn't get married.
Right. Some men act all devoted before the wedding, but keep score afterward. They aren't even married yet, and he is already nickel and diming her. If you marry a man like this, ladies, just imagine how terrifying it would be.
Song Qian, stop streaming. Qin Yue actually did pay for some of those things.
Shut up. The more you defend him, the more people think you are just a lover girl. Do you want him to keep controlling you? Ladies, we have to stay woke. If you are afraid to talk money before marriage, you just get screwed over afterward. I put together a premarital security checklist. Click the shopping cart if you want it.
President Qian, they're taking this completely out of context. Should we send a lawyer's letter?
Send the lawyer's letter and release the evidence. Evidence? I didn't want to make this public. We were together for 3 years, even if it is over. We should keep it civil. But since they dragged my parents, my company, and the wedding into their live stream, I have no choice but to show everyone the full truth.
I'll draft a statement real quick.
No rush. First, get the chat logs between Song Qian and Ye Wan from last night. He said Ye Wan just wanted security, right? Let's show everyone who it was that coached her to bring it up on the wedding day.
Wan, it is blowing up F. Our stream gained 30,000 followers today. We've sold over 200 courses.
Song Qian, are you streaming to help me or to sell courses?
To help you, of course. Selling courses is just a bonus. Think about it. The more buzz we get, the more pressure Qin Yue feels. He'll have to come back and beg you eventually.
But he said today that he paid for my mom's surgery. I never knew.
So what? Just because he paid, he can call off the wedding like that. That is what men do. They use a little...
These chat logs. How does he have them?
Did you send them to him? Did you give him the chat logs behind my back?
No. But these are all real. You gave me the agreement. You told me to bring it out on the wedding day. You said he wouldn't dare not to sign it.
I did it for your own good.
You didn't choose me.
President Qin, the comments have flipped. Many people are questioning Song Qian's relationship courses. Others found out she has used similar schemes before. Yeah, you don't seem happy.
There is nothing to be happy about. This wasn't winning a war. This was my 3-year relationship, forced out for everyone to judge. Once the statement is out, leave the rest to the legal team. If Song Qian spreads more rumors, sue her. Regarding Ye Wan, just handle the debts and the annulment. Don't escalate it.
You are still showing her mercy?
It is not for her. It is to keep a little bit of a good look for my past self.
Qin Yue, I want to talk to you. I think I was really wrong.
Sort out your mess with Song Qian first. Then we can talk about us.
Song Qian, tell me the truth. When you told me to negotiate on the wedding day, was it really for my own good?
Why else? Are you doubting me now? Ye Wan, don't forget who has been there for you all these years. Who gave you advice? Who taught you not to let men trick you?
But I've really lost Qin Yue now.
So what? A man who is too afraid to sign an agreement isn't worth missing. Get a grip. Once we build up the account, you have clout and money. Why worry about men? The account! I mean, we need to take back control. Where are you going?
Home.
You can't go now. We have a second live stream to do. I need to explain that the chat logs were taken out of context.
You go ahead and explain. I am done being content for your live streams.
The plan has changed. Ye Wan is starting to get out of line, but the video of her calling off the wedding is still useful. Keep selling the courses.
Didn't you say the dowry was...
What is the rush? Even if the wedding is off, there are ways to play this. Her engagement's just being called off, and she is trending everywhere right now. As long as we pass her off as a bride dumped by a scumbag, the clout will be worth more than any dowry. Someone like her is easy to manipulate. She has no spine. She is afraid of losing out, but can't let go of Qin Yue. I just need to tell her that backing down means losing, and she'll stay right by my side. She is so easy to control. Clout is worth more than any dowry. Wan, why are you back?
Easy to manipulate, huh? My wedding's ruined, and clout is worth more than a dowry.
You heard wrong. I was just arguing with my partner. I was just venting.
Then tell me this. You had me bring that agreement on my wedding day. Was it because you planned all along to use my story to sell your courses?
Ye Wan, can you stop being so naive? What is wrong with me selling courses? I need the buzz to manage the public narrative. Without me, Qin Yue would have crushed you by now.
You put me on your course cover.
I am doing this to expand your influence. Don't be fooled by a few payment records from Qin Yue. That is just how men are. They give a little just to make women feel guilty.
But that money was real. It is true that he paid for my mom's surgery. It is true that he paid my rent and insurance too. And it is also true that you made me force him to sign that agreement on our wedding day.
So what? You are blaming me now. I gave you the agreement. But you are the one who said those things. If you really didn't want the house or the dowry, you didn't have to bring it up at all. Ye Wan.
Yue, come here. Qin Yue paid the 180,000.
I didn't know that before.
You didn't know. I didn't tell you back then because I didn't want you to feel burdened. But I thought you at least knew that Qin Yue is a man you can count on. Instead, on your wedding day, you forced him to sign that agreement in front of everyone.
Mom, I was just afraid of having no security. Song Qian said, if a woman isn't tough before marriage, she'll be miserable for the rest of her life.
Song Qian says, have you been dating Qin Yue for 3 years or Song Qian? When Qin Yue gave me the money for my life-saving surgery, where was Song Qian? When you were unemployed and couldn't pay rent, where was Song Qian? When your younger brother was in debt and people were at the door, who was the one who helped you out? Wan, I am only alive because Qin Yue paid for it. Yet you listened to your bestie and treated him like a man you could just own. It wasn't about security. You treated his sincerity as a bargaining chip to raise your price.
I want to see Qin Yue. Please tell him that I really need to talk to him.
Miss Yi, President Qin isn't seeing personal visitors today. If this is about the cancellation of the engagement, please contact the legal department.
But I am Ye Wan. I am his fiancé.
Miss Yi, President Qin says you aren't anymore.
Then please give this to him for me. Tell him I know about the surgery money.
President Qin gave instructions. We are not to accept any personal documents on his behalf. Miss Yi, please don't make this difficult for us.
Where have you been? Didn't I tell you? You totally can't back down now. Whoever caves first loses. Song Qian, he really doesn't want me anymore. He is just playing hard to get. Men are the best actors. Hold out for 2 more days. He'll definitely come back. But he won't even take my things. Then keep live streaming. Let his investors and partners know how he gave you up. The more miserable you look, the more he'll panic.
Qin Yue, I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have pressured you on our wedding day. I shouldn't have embarrassed your mother. I want to see you. Just once.
Ye Wan, we're finished. Regarding the debt and the cancellation of the engagement, legal will contact you. Don't contact me again. It didn't just end today. It was every time you listened to Song Qian and tested me. Every time you mistook my...
Ladies, today I am going to share a real case study with a girl's fiancé called off the wedding on their big day. It might look like she lost, but it is actually the perfect chance to turn her life around. When a man dumps you in public, it doesn't mean he doesn't love you. He is just testing your boundaries. Whatever you do, don't back down now. You need to let him know that you are not someone who can be easily tossed aside. Step 1. Call him out for being irresponsible. Step 2. Get friends and family to pressure him. Step 3. Use public opinion to make him come back and apologize. I've already uploaded the full template to the course. If you want to learn more, click the link below.
Song Qian is so on point.
Song Qian! What is the meaning of this? Why are you using my wedding as a case study for your course? Keep your voice down. I am doing this to help you. Help me? You used a video of me crying as the cover and turned my broken engagement into a lesson. You even said there are 3 steps to make a man beg for forgiveness. Qin Yue already said it is over. Do you realize that? That is exactly why we need to build some buzz. If you don't stir up public opinion now, he'll really be gone for good. Wan, can't you use your head? I am the one without a brain. I didn't mean it like that. I am saying you are too soft-hearted. Qin Yue tells you it is over, and you fall apart. How are you going to control a man after you are married? I don't want to control a man right now. I just want to know if you've been using me since the start. Ye Wan, don't be ungrateful. Without me, you wouldn't have even dared mention a prenup. Don't you want a house? Don't you want a dowry? Don't you want a dowry? Don't you want Qin Yue's paycheck? Can you really say you weren't tempted? So I am just content for you. Stop acting so pathetic. You needed my coaching. If you were on your own, Qin Yue's family would have walked all over you. Qin Yue's family didn't walk over me. I was the one who pressured them on the wedding day. Ha! You are still defending him. Ye Wan, you are such a typical lover girl. A man spends a little money, and you think he truly loves you. Have you ever considered he spent that money just to make you feel guilty later? To keep you from setting conditions? Song Qian, you don't know the first thing about love. Only control. No sacrifice. Only calculation. Did it ever occur to you that Qin Yue and I were actually getting married? Married? You think marriage is some fairy tale. Marriage is a business. Whoever softens first loses. You are losing now because you are still hung up on Qin Yue's ridiculous sincerity. Full media kit for Ye Wan's cancelled wedding. When did you film these? When you were crying. When you were calling Qin Yue. When you said you regretted it. This kind of footage needs to be captured when the emotions are most raw.
What do you think I am?
A case study with high viral value. Cancelled weddings, wealthy families, dowries, besties, manufacturing, women, security. Put these keywords together and the clout will be massive as hell. Don't look at me like it is not like you are not getting anything out of it. Once the buzz builds up and the pressure gets to Qin Yue, he might actually come back to you.
You know perfectly well he won't.
So what? If he doesn't come back, you are the betrayed bride. If he does, you are the student who successfully owned him. Either way, I have content.
Delete this.
You are nuts! This is my biggest source of clout right now.
This is my privacy.
Why didn't you mention privacy when you were live streaming? When you wanted the internet to bash Qin Yue? Why didn't you mention privacy then? Ye Wan, you are the one who stepped in front of the camera.
That is why I am stopping now.
You can't stop. The course has already been sold. The video is already edited. Backing out now is sabotaging my business.
Your business is—
Stop playing! I didn't force Qin Yue to call off the engagement. You are the one who handed him the agreement. And you are the one who said, if you don't sign, you don't love me. You won't. You can't just pin this all on me now that the wedding is off. You are right. I messed up. So I am going to apologize to Qin Yue. I'll also tell him everything you coached me to do, detail by detail.
Don't you dare! Ye Wan, think carefully. If you throw me under the bus, you won't come out of this clean either. People will find out you are the one who used that agreement to force him to marry you. Qin Yue won't forgive you either.
I know. I am not asking for his forgiveness. I just don't want to keep living this lie.
You think acting all enlightened now is going to help? Qin Yue isn't coming back. Your mother will be furious with you. People online will tear you apart too. You'll have nothing left.
Then that is what I'll have to face.
Fine. Since you want to be so righteous, then deal with the consequences yourself. Don't forget what you said on the live stream. I have it all recorded. I made you, and I can destroy you just as easily.
Song Qian, you were never my bestie.
Ye Wan is turning on me. Post all those videos of her crying. I want her to know that without me, Ye Wan, come over here. This 180,000 was paid by Qin Yue.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know? I didn't tell you then because I didn't want you to feel burdened. But I thought you at least knew that Qin Yue is a man you can count on. Instead, on your wedding day, you forced him to sign that agreement in front of everyone.
Mom, I was just afraid I wouldn't have any security. Song Qian said if a woman isn't tough before the wedding, she'll be mistreated for the rest of her life.
Song Qian said, have you been dating Qin Yue for 3 years, or have you been dating Song Qian? When Qin Yue gave the money for my life-saving surgery, where was Song Qian? When you were unemployed and couldn't pay rent, where was Song Qian? When your younger brother was in debt and had collectors at the door, who was the one who helped you out? Wan, my life was saved by Qin Yue's money. Can't you listen to a few words from your bestie and treated him like a man you needed to own? You didn't want security. You took his sincerity and treated it like a bargaining chip.
Mom, I didn't mean to. Song Qian kept telling me if you don't own a man before you tie the knot, he'll change afterwards. She said, Qin Yue is only good to me now because he hasn't won me yet. She said I had to secure my own future before the wedding.
Song Qian, are you trying to build a life with Qin Yue or with Song Qian? Can't you see how much Qin Yue has done for you? Don't you have eyes? A single word from Song Qian wiped out 3 years of his devotion. You are not a child anymore. If someone hands you a bowl of poison, you have to drink it.
I was scared then. I was afraid he'd change after we got married. I was afraid his mother would look down on me. I was afraid I wouldn't have any leverage after I married him.
But did you ever stop to think that Qin Yue was scared too? He was afraid of you suffering, so he handled the mortgage all by himself. He was afraid your mother couldn't afford treatment, so he secretly paid for it. He was afraid your younger brother's mess would affect, so he helped with the money. He was afraid of embarrassing so he kept many things to himself. But you mistook his decency for weakness.
Why are you here? Ma'am,
I am here to apologize. I was wrong on the wedding day. I shouldn't have pressured Qin Yue to sign the agreement in front of everyone, and I shouldn't have embarrassed you.
I've heard your apology. You should go back.
Ma'am, I know I have no right to ask for your forgiveness, but I really wanted to say I am sorry. I always thought you didn't like me. So when Song Qian said mothers-in-law are always on guard against their daughters-in-law, I believed her. Now I know that I was the one who was misled.
I did have a few things to say about you before, but it wasn't because I didn't like you. It was because I thought you were too young. I felt you were too easily influenced by others. Qin Yue treated you well, and you took it for granted. Qin Yue's parents made concessions, but you thought you deserved. That is not how a marriage works.
Ma'am, I'll change. I really will change.
It is good that you are changing now, but not every mistake can be fixed without change. The day before the wedding, Qin Yue was still preparing a necklace for you. He said you've always felt insecure, so he wanted to surprise you at the wedding. He even told me that if you two lovebirds ever got into a fight, I shouldn't get involved. He said you were sexy, and he was afraid you'd feel bullied by his family. Do you think she didn't think about you? He thought about everything. How to renovate the house, whether to have an open kitchen, leaving space for a flower rack on the balcony.
But what about you? You turned the home he built into a bargaining table.
I didn't know all this.
Of course you didn't, because you were always listening to Song Qian say, a man doesn't love you if he doesn't give enough. But you never stopped to see how much Qin Yue has already given.
Mrs. Qin, I was wrong. I was really wrong.
Security isn't earned by humiliating someone's mother, nor is it earned by forcing a man to back down on his wedding day. True security comes from mutual respect. You used Qin Yue's sincerity as a bargaining chip. He is devastated.
What are you doing here?
Qin Yue, I came to apologize. I am not here to make a scene, nor am I here to pressure you. I know about the surgery costs now, and I know about everything you did for me behind my back. I was so stupid.
I'll let you two talk. I am going out for groceries.
Qin Yue, I know it is too late for words, but I still want to say I never intended to ruin the wedding. I just trusted Song Qian too much.
It is not that you trusted Song Qian too much. You just didn't trust me. This was a wedding surprise. I was going to give it to you after the vows, but it is useless now.
Qin Yue.
Ye Wan.
I truly wanted to spend the rest of my life with you, but on our wedding day, you showed me that you didn't want to.
I am not acting. Qin Yue, I really regret it. I know I hurt you, and your mother too. I am not asking you to forgive me right away. Just give me one more chance, okay?
A chance?
I won't listen to Song Qian anymore. I don't want the house. I don't want the dowry anymore. You don't have to give me your paycheck. Your mom can stay with us if she wants. I don't need anything.
Ye Wan, you still don't get it. The problem isn't what you asked for. It is that you chose to corner me on our wedding day. It is that you watched Song Qian humiliate my mother and didn't stop her. When I gave you one last chance, you looked at her. You didn't lose because of your demands. You lost because you never truly treated me as someone you could trust.
I wasn't thinking straight. I was afraid of being taken advantage of.
So you took advantage of me, and my parents, and made my family a laughingstock in front of everyone. And then you tell me, you just wanted to feel secure.
Song Qian said, if I wasn't tough, I'd be pushed around later.
She told you to humiliate my mother, and you did it. She told you to hike up the price at the last minute, and you did it. She told you to live stream a sob story, and you went along with it. Ye Wan, you weren't controlled by her. You were down to believe her. It is good that you are awake, but I can't. Just because you are awake, pretend that I wasn't hurt.
So, is there really no chance for us anymore?
No. I can accept your apology, and I can wish you well in the future, but I won't marry you. Because I don't know if next time someone tells you that you are being taken advantage of, you'll turn against me once again.
I won't. I really won't.
Before the wedding day, I didn't think you would, either.
Qin Yue, do you really not love me at all anymore?
I did. That is why it hurts. But love can't undo the damage. Much less take me back to before that wedding.
If only I'd woken up sooner.
Unfortunately, you woke up too late.
I'll pay back the money I owe you, and I'll make it public that I was the one in the wrong. Not that you let me down.
That is your choice, not for my sake.
I know.
Ladies, I really feel for my bestie. She is already starting to blame herself, thinking everything is her fault. This is classic emotional manipulation. A man uses his sacrifices to create guilt, then uses the breakup to destroy her self-esteem, finally forcing her to apologize.
It is terrifying.
This guy is totally gaslighting her.
What is wrong with a woman wanting security? Bestie, protect her. Don't let her go back and crawl to him.
Song Qian.
How much longer are you going to use me?
You saw the video, right? Don't go posting any apologies. If you admit fault, you are just helping Qin Yue clear his name. I am trying to save you.
Are you saving me or saving your coaching program?
Ye Wan, don't let Qin Yue brainwash you. If you turn on me now, don't blame me for leaking all those videos of him crying.
Go ahead. I am not afraid anymore. I am Ye Wan. On our wedding day, I was the one who suddenly brought out a prenup demanding Qin Yue pay more for the dowry, transfer the property deed, and hand over his paycheck. These demands hurt Qin Yue and they hurt Madam Qin as well. I can't keep pushing all the blame onto Song Qian. Song Qian fed me toxic advice, but I am the one who chose to follow it. Qin Yue once paid for my mother's surgery, helped my family through financial trouble, and covered most of the wedding and housing costs. I treated his sincerity like a bargaining chip. I was wrong, and I apologized to Qin Yue and Madam Qin. I also apologized to everyone misled by my and Song Qian's live streams.
A woman must never back down. Make him sign it before the wedding tomorrow. He won't dare refuse.
Miss Song, Ye Wan just posted a long statement. She leaked the chat logs and screenshots of the course.
How dare she?
Sorry, the person you are calling is not available.
I saw it. You are finally thinking for yourself.
Song Qian!
Hey!
Song Qian! You'd better explain this right now. Where did Ye Wan's money actually go?
Are you crazy? She just ruined the live stream, and now you're making things worse.
Me making things worse. The studio is over 300,000 in the red. You kept saying Ye Wan would invest after her wedding. Now the wedding's off, and she exposed the chat logs. How are you going to pay it back?
The buzz is still there. As long as I'll keep framing her as a lover, girl who snapped after being manipulated by a scumbag, the course will still sell.
You still want to sell that? She posted screenshots of the course backend. You are just a scammer selling courses off your bestie's wedding.
Shut up! Without her case, my account wouldn't have any viral content. She was a lover girl anyway. I just helped her expose that man's true colors.
Were you helping her or just chasing her clout? You know the answer to that.
She wants to ruin me, so I am not letting her walk away clean either.
Stop looking. Just accept what you did wrong. Time will handle the rest. Mom, I can't just take the blame for my own mistakes. Song Qian is still scamming people. She turned my life. You know it hurts now.
I do. And because it hurts, I can't just ignore it.
The wedding day is the best time to negotiate. If he doesn't sign, just cry. Men are afraid to lose. He'll definitely give in. Once you get the house deed and the dowry, remember to invest in my studio. We'll get rich together.
That is no bestie. She is just pushing you into a fire. She even wants a cut of the action.
Mom, I was so stupid before.
Being stupid isn't the worst part. The worst part is staying stupid and refusing to wake up. Miss Chan, the tide is turning against us. Should we stop for a couple of days? Losing buzz means losing money. The more Ye Wan attacks me, the more I need to live stream. Everyone. I never thought that, after giving my all to help my bestie, she would end up turning the tables on me. Some people are just like that. When a man dumps her, she blames her best friend.
It is true. You used her wedding to sell courses, right? It is also true you told her to hike the price on her wedding day. Stop playing the victim!
I admit, I said some aggressive things. But my intention was to protect her. If a woman isn't tough, she'll really get bullied.
Ye Wan posted new evidence. Song Qian told Ye Wan to invest the dowry in her studio. Isn't that just a scam?
How did she even keep a record of that?
I admit that pressuring Qin Yue on the wedding day to sign the agreement was my own choice. But throughout this process, Song Qian kept manipulating me to treat marriage as a tool for money, property, and control. She even repeatedly asked me to take the dowry and the house's capital gains after marriage and invest them in her women's empowerment studio.
Song Qian, you weren't helping me.
This is not what a bestie does. She was just after her dowry. No wonder she kept telling her to ask for more. She ruins someone's marriage, and then scams them into investing money.
Ye Wan is at fault, but Song Qian is even more repulsive.
At least, the truth is starting to come out.
Song Qian's studio is suspected of false advertising and inducing transfers. We will submit the relevant materials at the same time. President Qin says to protect yourself. Do not meet him alone.
This isn't a sign that he is getting back with you. It is just his way of keeping a good look.
It is over. Refund requests have exceeded 500 orders! The platform is going to freeze the account! That Sisterhood Mutual Aid Fund of yours has also been exposed!
Who exposed it?
In the end, the wedding was off and the money was never recovered.
They They're blaming me for their own stupidity. I only gave them advice. Didn't they make the decisions themselves?
Then, what about your course description? Follow this for 7 days to make him come crawling back. You charge people $999 for a set of talking points. It is all about editing recordings of fights, inciting relatives to throw a coup on the wedding day. You call that advice?
What is the point of saying this now? Find a way to suppress Ye Wan.
How?
Dig up some dirt on her. Didn't she admit she was greedy? Then make sure the netizens remember that. She was the one who actually spoke up on the wedding. The most I did was advise she was the one who did it.
But if we do that, won't that confirm you manipulated her?
Shut up! If I am going to survive, she has to rot with me. What are you doing here? Delete that long post. Make it public that you misunderstood me. Say I was doing it for your own good.
No way.
Ye Wan, don't forget the wedding day. You were the one who said those things. You think dragging me down will make Qin Yue come back?
He won't. You ruined me, but you won't get him back.
I know I won't. And I am not doing this to get him back. I am doing this to stop you from hurting anyone else. Hurting people? How did I hurt you? If you weren't greedy, you wouldn't have taken that agreement. If you didn't want the house, you wouldn't have forced Qin Yue to sign. Ye Wan, don't act so righteous now. You are just as bad as I am. I admit my mistakes, but you have to admit yours too. Fine. If you are going to put me in the headlines, then I'll make sure for the rest of your life.
President Qin, we found that Song Qian has used similar tactics more than once. Her course system consists of 3 steps. First, create a sense of insecurity. Second, teach women to force their partner's hand at key moments. Third, once a conflict erupts, she starts a live stream to throw a pity party to drive traffic and sell her courses.
So far, at least 7 female students, because they followed her course advice, have had serious conflicts with their partners. 3 of those couples have parted ways. 2 have had their engagements cancelled. Another was incited to forge chat logs to demand a so-called wasted youth fee from the man.
President Qin, this isn't just about you and Miss Yi anymore. From the moment she started that live stream and dragged my mother and the company into it, it stopped being a private matter. She profits from creating division. She ruins a couple and sells a course. We can't just stop her by bashing her. We need to let the evidence speak. 7-day boot camp. Mastering your man before marriage. Making him willingly hand over his paycheck. The art of last-minute negotiation on your wedding day. Marriage isn't a battlefield, but she turns everyone who genuinely wants to get hitched into an enemy.
You were also a student in Song Qian's course.
My boyfriend and I were together for 5 years. We were originally planning to get hitched. Then I saw Song Qian's videos. She said if a man does, I said if he didn't sell, it meant he didn't love me. He said those were his parents' life savings. He couldn't do it. I just followed the scripts from the course. I called him a big baby. I said he didn't trust me. I said he didn't deserve to get hitched. Then he really left. I used to think he didn't love me enough. Now I finally realize I am the one who drove him away. Song Qian's classes aren't about teaching you independence. They teach you to treat the people who love you as enemies. She also said if men aren't pressured, even once, they'll never learn to cherish women.
Ye Wan, are you a victim too? I was influenced by that toxic advice, but I've also hurt others. I can't just claim to be a victim. I'll provide the evidence. I'll also take responsibility for my own mistakes. At least you are brave enough to admit it. We'll look into it together.
Note on clues for Song Chen Studios accounts. This isn't for your sake. It is to stop her from hurting.
Course fees, live stream tips, sisters mutual aid fund, and studio investment. Every cent went into Song Qian's personal account.
Over 120,000! When did you transfer that much to her?
Some were for courses. Some, she said, were for the studio's cash flow.
Zhou Tao asked Ye Wan how much she could invest after marriage. Song Chen replied, the dowry is 888,000. Have her give 300,000 first. Once the house is in her name, she can mortgage a portion. She is easy to control. Just cry a little, and it'll work.
You still dare to show your face.
128,600 for courses and tips. The mutual aid fund investment. You said this money would go into the studio account. Why did it all go into your personal account? Now you want to settle scores with me, Ye Wan. Get this straight. I taught you things. Isn't it normal to pay for that? What about the sisters mutual aid fund? You said it was for sisters hurt by scumbags. But the records show you used the money for handbags, boosting traffic, and paying off online loans.
Online loans.
Did you give her the records?
She would have found them anyway. Song Qian, the platform has already frozen the accounts. If you don't cooperate, we're all going down together.
You are the one who handed over the agreement at the wedding. You are the one who forced Qin Yue to call off the wedding. Now, you are—
What can you even do to me?
She is easy to control. A little crying is all it takes. Once she gets it out, have her invest 300,000 first. It is fine if the wedding falls apart. It'll just bring more clout.
Ms. Song Qian, we've received multiple consumer complaints. They involve false advertising, inducing transfers, illegal course content, and suspicious capital flow. Please cooperate with our investigation.
What's right? Do you have to
you investigate me? I am a relationship content creator. I just give advice. Their relationships failed because of them. Why blame me?
If you were just giving advice, you wouldn't guarantee men would come crawling back in 7 days. If you were just giving advice, you wouldn't teach people how to edit videos of their arguments. If you were just giving advice, you wouldn't have tricked me into investing my dowry with you.
You what? You ruined me. You were the stupid one. You were the greedy one. You are the one who sabotaged the contract. Why am I the only one taking the fall?
I won't let you take the fall for my mistakes alone. I also won't take the fall for yours anymore.
Qin Yue won't come back. What you are doing is useless.
I know. I am not doing this to get him back. I am doing this to stop myself from making more mistakes. Waking up isn't about owning others. It is about seeing your...
Regarding Song Qian, you've done the right thing so far, but we're not done yet.
It is from Qin Yue.
Yeah.
He is a decent man. If anyone else was put through that drama, they would have wanted to crush you.
I know he didn't seek payback. He just doesn't want me anymore.
Wan, everyone makes mistakes in life. The price can be heavy. What you should do now isn't beg him to come back, but stop making more mistakes. Go find a job.
Mom, I am going to see Song Qian tomorrow. She stole my money, and she scammed many other students too. I can't just hide and post articles.
She hates you now. It is not safe to go alone.
I'll bring people. I'll also record it. This time, I won't let her manipulate me. I am here to collect the 128,600 I gave you, and the money you took from other students under the Sisters Mutual Aid Fund, and the money you took from other students under the Sisters Mutual Aid Fund. You owe everyone an explanation. An explanation? You are in no position to demand one. You are the one who gave the agreement to Qin Yue. If you don't sign, you don't love me. Those were your own words. You are crazy. Now that Qin Yue is done with you, you are I admit, I pressured him to marry me. I admit, I hurt Qin Yue and his mother. But you scammed people with your courses. And it is true, you incited me and other students to start conflicts. I was just teaching you to look out for yourselves. You are blaming me because your own relationships failed. Your course claims you can make a man come crawling back in 7 days. You sent private messages teaching people how to edit fight videos. Those were only suggestions. Jota, did you give her the records?
Song Qian, you are the one who botched the accounts. You are the one who used Ye Wan as a case study to sell courses. No one else is to blame.
Fine. I did use you as a case study. So what? Without me, would you have dared to demand a house from Qin Yue? Without me, would you have dared to ask for a dowry? Without me, would you have dared to ask for a dowry? Without me, you'd be sweet-talked by men your whole life. You'd be a dumbass who marries after a few nice words.
Well, without you at least, I wouldn't have. On my wedding day, hurt someone who truly loved me.
True love? Ye Wan, you still believe in that? If Qin Yue really loved you,
Why won't he forgive you?
he just thinks you are worthless now.
You are wrong. He won't forgive me not because I am worthless. It is because I crossed his line. Everyone has boundaries. It doesn't mean a lack of love. It is called having self-respect.
Miss Song, please.
Miss Song, just insulting Ye Wan won't work. Now the netizens think she's at least brave enough to admit her mistakes. If we want to crush her, we need to make everyone think she's acting again. Let's frame it as if she and Qin Yue got back together privately, saying she apologized in public but begged Qin Yue for money in private. It is best if people think her long post was just a way to force Qin Yue to come back. Qin Yue is hard to deal with. His legal team is very fast. We don't need to actually involve him. Just make some fake chat screenshots. Make the profile picture and tone look real. Pair it with that video I have of Ye Wan crying, and it'll be enough. Done. Post it for the title. Right. The rejected bride's apology is fake. Forcing a reconciliation is the truth.
What is going on?
It is fake. The chat screenshots are forged. She filmed that video of me in secret.
That is savage. What should we do? Do you want to explain things to Qin Yue?
Not yet. This is directed at me. I'll handle it myself.
I can make you, and I can destroy you.
Mom, help me contact a lawyer and the platform's reporting channel. I am not crying this time. I am going with evidence.
President Qin, Song Qian strikes again. These screenshots are clearly fake. Should we just release a statement?
Any word from Ye Wan?
Yes. She isn't telling a sob story, and she hasn't reached out to you. She has already filed a complaint with the platform, sent a lawyer's letter, and made her full chat history public. She also said, She'll hold those responsible for the forgeries fully accountable.
And for our part, release a technical comparison.
Prove that my profile picture, the timeline and the logs in the screenshots don't match. Also, send lawyers' letters to the tabloids, but don't back Ye Wan in the statement. Just stick to the facts. We'll help clear her name.
This is slander! My computer is full of files! Who knows if someone else planted them?
The source files for these screenshots were created at 10:47 last night. The account used was your studio's master account. In the same folder, there is also the editing project for the video of Ye Wan crying.
Song Qian, how much longer are you going to keep lying?
Don't help! Stop pretending to be the good guy. Didn't you get your share when the studio was making money? Now that things went south, you're pinning it all on me.
I admit, I am greedy. But you are the one who ordered the fake screenshots. Selling courses off your bestie's wedding was your idea, too. Don't think you can drag everyone down to take the hit for you.
Every one of you betrayed me. Ye Wan betrayed me! You betrayed me too. What is wrong with teaching women to wake up?
Waking up doesn't mean faking evidence or false advertising and predatory sales.
Miss Song, regarding the numerous consumer complaints against your studio for false advertising, soliciting transfers, and forging evidence, please cooperate with the ongoing investigation.
Let me be clear. I am not the group admin, and I am not here as a victim representative. I am just sharing the evidence I have. Everyone can decide, based on their own circumstances, whether they want to take legal action. Ye Wan, I used to talk smack about you. I thought forcing someone to sign an agreement on your wedding day was rude. She taught me to cherry-pick the chat with my boyfriend's mom and post it online. Then his family got dragged for it. Looking back, I was actually terrible. Song Qian is responsible. But we can't blame her for everything. In the future, keep the facts separate from the apologies. Don't use more lies to cover up past mistakes. Still care about her?
It is not that. It is just good to see her finally making sense.
Honestly, Wan isn't a bad person at heart. She is just easily swayed and afraid of getting hurt. When someone eggs her on, she mistakes kindness for an agenda. Are you going to go soft on her?
I am. Seeing her like this reminds me of how things used to be. But just because she is changing doesn't mean I can forget the pain she caused.
I am glad you see it that way. Forgiveness is one thing. Whether we move forward together is another.
I want her to have a good life.
What? Say something for me! I've helped you so many times in the past! You can't just stand by and watch me be ruined!
Song Qian, it was because I kept remembering how you helped me, that I kept believing you over and over. But while you were helping me, you were also using me the whole time. You called me your bestie, but a bestie wouldn't secretly fill my breakdown to sell course. She wouldn't force me to add conditions on my wedding day, and she certainly wouldn't be eyeing my dowry and the equity in my home.
I was wrong! I really was! I just wanted to make the studio a success so badly. I didn't mean to hurt you.
You figured that even if I got hurt, I could still get you clout. He did the same thing to me. He always said it was for my own good, but he just ended up pushing me to buy courses. When things went wrong, he just told me to keep streaming a pity party.
I was just telling you not to let men walk all over you! What is wrong with that?
The mistake is that you treat all men as enemies, and all women as your business.
Hey, what? Who are you to judge me? Aren't you greedy too? Didn't you force Qin Yue to sign that agreement? Didn't you want the house and the dowry too?
Yes. So I am owning it. I've made my apology public. I'll pay back every cent I owe. But what about you? You are still saying you did nothing wrong.
I used to be so afraid of losing to Qin Yue, afraid of losing to my in-laws, afraid of what others thought. So I listened to you.
But I understand now. Marriage isn't a tourney. Love isn't about winners and losers. Song Qian, you taught me to be realistic, but you never told me that being truly realistic means knowing you were wrong and owning up to it.
Ye Wan! Qin Yue isn't coming back! What you are doing is useless!
I know. I am not doing this to get him back. I am doing it so I can hold my head up high.
Mother Yi's surgery fees, voluntarily paid by Qin Yue, repayment of 50,000, borrowed by Yi Dai to be negotiated, partial rent repayment for the period of unemployment, wedding expenses covered by Qin Yue, no longer in dispute, legal action, initiated for losses, related to Song Qian. Because once I did the math, I realized it wasn't that Qin Yue didn't provide for me, it was that he gave too much, so much that I took it for granted.
Thank you for your hard work on Song Chen's case. Legal will help the victims submit their documents later. About the debt between us, come to the office at 10 o'clock tomorrow to talk. Thank you for your hard work on Song Chen's case. Legal will help the victims submit their documents later. About the debt between us, come to the office at 10 o'clock tomorrow to talk.
She used to want to talk about houses, dowries, and paychecks with Qin Yue. Now, she is finally going to sit down with him and settle the accounts of theirs.
We're settling the score for the last 3 years today. I'll cover the wedding expenses. The gift money has been returned to the guests. I bought the house myself. It has nothing to do with you anymore. The 50,000 I lent your younger brother was strictly a loan. You need to repay the rent and insurance from when you were unemployed. I won't pursue your mother's surgery costs. I really won't.
Why? You paid that 180,000 too.
I paid for your mother's surgery voluntarily. I didn't expect you to pay me back then, and I don't want to use it to make you feel guilty now.
Qin Yue, don't be like this. The more you act like this, the worse I feel.
Then remember that feeling. Don't ever take someone's sincerity for granted again.
I am giving this back to you. I don't deserve to wear it anymore. Qin Yue, I didn't come here today to ask to get back together. At least, I am trying not to think that way. I just wanted to formally apologize to you. I am sorry I forced you to sign that agreement on our wedding day. I am sorry. I embarrassed your mother in front of everyone. I am sorry. I let Song Qian live stream everything, and for dragging you and your family into that public mess. I am sorry. I took everything you did for me over the last 3 years, and used it as an excuse to keep taking from you. I always used to say I felt insecure, but I realize now that I just had no judgment. Song Qian fed me all that toxic advice, and I bought into it. She told me to test you, so I did. She told me to manipulate you, and I really wanted to win. I am not a complete victim here. I was wrong.
The fact that you can admit this means you are finally starting to reflect.
Number. Not even a single chance.
None.
But I've realized my mistake. I even made a public apology. I even spoke out about the Song Qian situation. I am really changing.
Changing is what you are supposed to do. It is not a reason for me to come back. I gave you so many chances before. When you first heard Song Qian say you need to play men, you could have asked me. When you received that agreement, you could have refused. When you saw my mother being humiliated backstage, you could have stopped it. I asked you at the wedding if you wanted to withdraw the agreement so the wedding could continue. That was your last chance.
I was so stupid back then.
Yes, but just because you are smarter now. I can't forget my mother being humiliated that day, or forget being forced to sign that in front of everyone, or forget that you'd already given up on me when you looked at Song Qian.
I didn't mean to wait for you. I just didn't know where else to go.
Go home.
You still care about me.
This isn't caring. It is just about ending this gracefully.
Qin Yue, do you really not love me at all anymore?
I did. That is why it hurts. But love isn't enough to go back to how things were before the wedding.
Ha!
At least with this, I didn't keep making the same mistake. $50,000 loan, repayable in 10 installments. Stop contacting Qin Yue.
Song Qian's social media accounts have been banned.
Qin Yue isn't here.
Mrs. Qing, I am not here for him. I am here to apologize. And for this too. At the wedding, I really embarrassed you. Song Qian told me mothers-in-law always want to own their daughters-in-law, and I fell for it. But I've since realized that you and Qin Yue were always looking out for me. I was totally nuts.
Come inside. Don't stand there, crying. The neighbors will think we're bullying you again. Do you really want to pay this back?
I need to pay back what I owe. I shouldn't use my feelings as an excuse to avoid it.
And the surgery costs.
If you and Qin Yue are down to accept it, I'll pay it back eventually. But if you won't, I'll donate the money to those who need help with medical bills. I can't keep acting like I don't know the truth.
Wan, you used to make me so angry because you felt entitled to everyone's kindness. You thought Qin Yue had to take care of that our family had to put up with, and that you were entitled to feel secure. But there are no entitlements in a marriage. I get it now. I am glad you do. But just because you get it, it doesn't mean we can go back to how things were. In this life, we all make a few wrong turns. But remember this, don't use someone's genuine heart as a test. It is not that Qin Yue never loved you, he is just afraid of being hurt by you again.
Mrs. Qin, I am sorry. I won't bother Qin Yue anymore. I won't bother you either.
Take care of yourself. Stop living for what others say. And don't treat relationships like a game of winning or losing.
I will.
Wan. Regret doesn't always fix things. But those who are truly remorseful at least have a chance to live a better life.
Thank you, Mrs. Qin.
I am done playing the victim to get sympathy. I've made mistakes. I hurt the people who truly loved me. Song Qian's program was flawed, but my own greed and indecision were also to blame. I'll join the legal action and take responsibility for my debts. If anyone else is being influenced by similar rhetoric, please stop and think. Real security isn't about forcing people to prove their love over and over. It is having your own judgment and respecting what others give. I'll return the umbrella to the front desk at Qin Yue's company tomorrow. Not to manufacture a run-in, but to return what isn't mine.
Mr. Qin, after the fallout of the broken engagement, do you still believe in marriage?
President Qin, your recent engagement scandal has sparked a lot of discussion. Some say it is hard to believe in marriage after going through something like this. Do you still believe in marriage?
It is okay. I still believe in marriage, but I don't believe in feelings that have to be tested. A good relationship isn't about one person controlling the other, nor is it about who wins before the wedding or who dominates the other after marriage. If a relationship starts with trying to defeat an opponent, then it is already lost from the beginning.
Are you afraid to start over?
Yes, but being afraid doesn't mean I'll refuse. In the future, I'll take things slower and be more cautious. I won't just look at how someone treats me, but also how they treat my family, how they treat strangers, and how they respect rules and boundaries. I still believe in marriage, but I don't believe in feelings that have to be tested.
That is good. I am glad you didn't stop believing in love because of me. That was my responsibility. You're still young, and there's still time.
This is the umbrella President Qin lent me the other day. Please return it to him for me. Thank you.
Of course, Miss Ye.
I've returned the umbrella. I also transferred the first installment. I won't bother you anymore. I saw the press conference. You still believe in marriage. That is good. Qin Yue, I hope you meet someone who truly respects you.
And I hope you can make your own judgments from now on.
I'll try.
I am not forcing you, but this girl is... I am not forcing you. I just think this girl is quite nice. Her name is Shuzhi Yi. She is a college professor recommended by your Auntie Wang. She is from an ordinary family, and she is very grounded. I know you don't want to talk about this right now, but you can't shut yourself away because of Ye Wan. She was wrong, and you were hurt. But you can't keep using someone else's mistake to punish yourself for the rest of your life.
Mom, it is not that I don't believe in it. I said it at the press conference. I still believe. I just don't want to rush into anything right now.
Then don't rush. Just meet her for a coffee. And if it is not a fit, forget it. I am not asking you to tie the knot right away. I just want you to know that not every girl in the world is like Ye Wan. Not all relationships are about testing and manipulation. Just meet her. Don't worry, I won't pressure you. Just think of it as making a new friend.
Mr. Qin.
Missy, sorry.
to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early. I don't really like being late, so I am used to arriving 10. Mr. Qin, I heard some things about you from Mrs. Wan before I came, and I've also seen a bit online. If it bothers you, I won't bring it up.
It is okay. That is in the past now.
I just want to say that I don't really agree with the idea of having to test a man before marriage. Marriage does involve discussing money, housing, parents, and boundaries, but these should be discussed as equals and with a clear head. Humiliation and coercion shouldn't be used as leverage.
Miss Xu, you are very straight up.
A blind date is about getting to know each other. I don't want to fake being perfect, and I don't want my partner to fake it either. If we're going to be in a relationship, respect is more important than winning.
I completely agree with that. Ye Wan.
I have an interview nearby. I am not following you.
I know.
This is...
Xu Zheyi, a friend, introduced us.
That is good. She seems lovely.
Hello.
Hello. I'll be going now. Enjoy your talk.
Miss Song Qian, your account, Sister Qian's Guide to Handling Men, has committed serious violations. These include false advertising, deceptive practices, and inciting emotional conflict, as well as profiting from edited private videos. The platform has decided to permanently ban your main and associated accounts.
To permanently ban you all? On what grounds? I have hundreds of thousands of followers. I just create relationship content.
Relationship content isn't an excuse to instigate disputes, nor is it an excuse to forge chat logs, and it is certainly not an excuse to trick students into transferring money to personal accounts.
Those people bought the courses voluntarily. I didn't force them.
In your course, you promised to make men come crawling back in 7 days. In your private messages, you explicitly told students to force signatures on their wedding day. You told them to edit out unfavorable segments and use family and friends to apply pressure together.
This isn't just common advice.
What about Ye Wan? She is the one who messed up. Why only investigate me?
Ye Wan has already publicly admitted her responsibility. We're asking about your responsibility now.
I used to think Song Qian was helping me see things clearly. I later realized she was... Don't mistake fear for clarity. And don't mistake control for independence. If they truly hurt you, then obviously you should leave. But if they just love you, and you keep testing them, then you are the one doing the hurting. She made me fake the chat logs. She told me to edit the video and only post half of it. She said we wouldn't get compensation without making a scene. The platform banned Song Qian's account. The refund requests have been processed. Her studio is also being investigated. Ye Wan, thank you.
Don't thank me. I am no hero. I just woke up too late. I am just glad everyone can recover their losses. If you've ever hurt someone, remember to apologize. I want to apologize to my ex tomorrow. Not to give us another shot, but just to admit I was wrong.
Ye Wan, 你回温暖药. Are you happy now?
Song Qian, I didn't ruin you. Your own actions did.
You ruined me! Ye Wan! You have the nerve to show up! I treated you like a bestie, and you are the one who sent me here!
I am here to submit evidence. Not to laugh at you.
Evidence? You think acting righteous now will clear your name? You are the one who forced Qin Yue to sign the agreement on the wedding day. You are the one who said if he didn't sign, he didn't love you. You are the one who went along with the live stream pity party. You are just as pathetic as I am.
Yes, I'll own up to what I did wrong. That is why I made a public apology. I am paying back the money. I also accept that Qin Yue isn't coming back. But even now, you are still saying you did it for everyone's own good. Song Qian, I am not the one who ruined you. You did this to yourself.
Shut up! If you hadn't turned on me, I'd still be a major content creator with hundreds of thousands of followers. I could have made money, opened a studio, and kept those women from being scammed by men.
You weren't afraid of them being scammed. You were afraid. They wouldn't pay.
You are all here to judge me. You are all blaming me for your failed relationships. I just told you that women shouldn't get the short end of the stick. Is that wrong?
Not getting the short end of the stick doesn't mean we should hurt the people who love us. You said my boyfriend didn't love me because he wouldn't sell his house. But that house was his parents' life. I called him a big baby like you said. I tried to make him take a stand. Then he left. I lost him and hurt his family. Sang Qian, I was wrong. You are, too. You told me to edit the videos and post them online. You said I wouldn't get a settlement unless I made a scene. You said men always owe women. We're all nuts! You've been brainwashed by men!
Reflection isn't always brainwashing. Sometimes it is just finally growing a brain.
Miss Song, please cooperate with the investigation.
Just you wait! Qin Yue won't want you! You end up with nothing!
At least, I won't be making money by ruining others anymore. Song Qian said today that I'd end up with nothing, but that is not true. I still have a chance to start over. This time, I won't rely on marriage, or my bestie, or anyone's pity. I'll rely on myself.
Both parties confirmed that, after the wedding was cancelled, all gift money has been fully refunded. Mr. Qin will bear the wedding expenses. There is no joint ownership of the marital home. Miss Ye Wan confirms she will repay the $50,000 loan in installments. As for the remaining voluntary gifts, Mr. Qin will not pursue them further. If there are no objections, please both sign here.
Mr. Qin, it was a pleasure working with you.
Thank you for not coming after that money. I know you don't owe me. It is because you didn't want to make our past even uglier.
I am glad you understand.
Qin Yue, can I ask you one last question?
Go ahead.
If it weren't for Song Qian, would we have gotten married? Would we have been happy?
Maybe, maybe not. Song Qian just amplified your fears. But the distrust was already there. She said not putting your name on the deed was to guard against you. And you believed her. She said my mother would control you. And you believed her. She said if I pressured you on the wedding day, you wouldn't dare not sign. And you believed that too. Ye Wan. The problem wasn't just him. The problem is that you never truly trusted me.
I see.
So stop wondering what it would have been like without him. What you really need to think about is, next time someone says these things to you, will you judge the situation for yourself?
I will. I really will, this time.
That is good.
You'll be happy from now.
You too.
Qin Yue, I won't come looking for you anymore. Payments will be sent to the designated account on time. If the legal team needs documents from your company, go through the legal department. I won't cross the line again.
Fine.
I've returned the umbrella. I returned the ring, too. But some things can't be returned. Like how well you treated me. I'll remember it.
Not to bother you, but to remind myself never to hurt those who are sincere with me again.
You are much more clear-headed than you were at the wedding.
Too bad. It is too late.
President Qi, you have an appointment with Miss Yu this afternoon. Right. Let's go.
President Qin has confirmed your first payment has been received, ending.
Miss Ye, you've done administrative work before, and also worked as a shorts operations assistant, but you have a gap in your resume. Care to tell me why?
Sure. Because of a personal relationship and a lapse in judgment, I got caught up in some controversy. I didn't handle my life well during that time. Now that it is over, I want to start over.
You are quite honest.
I used to try to make myself look better, but I realized that avoiding it only makes things more awkward. I made mistakes and I faced the consequences. If the company has concerns, I understand.
Operations assistant. It is an entry-level position. The pay isn't high, and the work is quite tedious. Can you accept that?
I can. I am no longer afraid of starting from the bottom. What I am afraid of is relying on others to pave my way.
All right. Come in for a trial run next Monday.
Thank you. Mom, I passed the interview.
You really did?
The trial run doesn't guarantee the job, but at least it is an opportunity.
An opportunity is good enough. I don't need you to make a fortune. I just don't want you to listen to others and throw your life away again.
I won't. Mom, from now on, when I get my monthly paycheck, I'll pay back what I owe first. The rest will be for living expenses. I'll recover whatever I can from Songchen. If I can't get it back, it is a lesson learned.
If you can think like that, I can stop worrying.
A dignified end. I used to think dignity was given by others. Now I know it is something you earn back yourself.
President Qin, Miss Yi's first installment has arrived. The note says, repayment as planned.
Process it normally. It seems she has been looking for a job lately.
I heard she is starting as an operations assistant. That is good. Aren't you going to say something? Say what? Her starting over is her own business. I shouldn't be the reason she works hard anymore, nor the excuse for her to stop. In the reply section, add a sentence.
Add what?
A dignified end.
A dignified end. She is just faking it.
She just wants to clear her name.
At least she is admitting it.
Hi everyone. I am Ye Wan. This should be the last time I speak publicly about this. I am making a public apology. It is not to force Qin Yue to get back together. In fact, we've officially called off the engagement. He won't come back, and I won't bother him again. Regarding this matter, Songchen manipulated and she used my wedding to sell her classes. She is at fault, but I am responsible too. I am the one who handed over the agreement. I am the one who said those things, and I am the one who hurt Qin Yue and his mother at the wedding. I used to always say I wanted a sense of security, but I got it all wrong. True security isn't about putting the house in your name.
It is not about forcing someone to hand over their paycheck, and it is definitely not about making the person who loves you bow down in public on such an important day. Real security is having your own judgment and boundaries, and the ability to face the consequences.
President Qian, she posted a final statement.
I won't use my bestie tricked me as an excuse anymore, nor will I use I regret it to ask anyone to go back to the way things were. Qin Yue doesn't owe me anything. His mother doesn't owe me anything. I owe them a long overdue apology, and I owe it to myself to start over.
She really has changed a lot.
She has changed. And you, changing for the better, doesn't mean getting back with her. It is good that she can say those things now, but our story is already over.
You are that Ye Wan from the internet, right? Sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
It is fine. That is me.
I saw your video, not going to lie. I really disliked you before, but being able to admit you were wrong is actually quite rare.
It is not worth the praise. I just admitted it too late.
Then start fresh with this pile of files. Finish organizing these by the end of the day. It is pretty tough. Okay.
Nowadays, a lot of content passes intimate relationships off as a game, teaching people how to win, how to own it, and how to make the other person yield. But if a relationship is only about control from the start, it won't make anyone happy.
Mr. Qian, as someone with the lived experience of a media storm, how do you define security?
Security is important. Of course, money, housing, parental boundaries, marital responsibilities. These should all be discussed. But discussing isn't the same as pressure, and protection isn't the same as humiliation. If someone tells you that loving someone means you must make them lose, that is not being clear-headed. It is dangerous. A truly healthy relationship is one where both parties can voice their needs and hear each other's boundaries. It is not that whoever is louder is more wronged. It is not that whoever cries more is more wronged.
Ye Wan, did you see? Qin Yue was at a lecture today. People in the comments are asking again if you are getting back with him. Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up. It is fine. I am used to it. You actually posted it. This way, there is no turning back. There never was a way back. I just refused to admit it before.
Your answer today was very sincere.
Only those who've been through it know how heavy those words are.
I just saw Ye Wan's reply. She said she won't be getting back with you. The fact that she can say that shows she is really moving on. You should move on, too.
Miss Xu, you don't mind that I have a past like this?
Everyone has a past. What I mind isn't that someone has been hurt. What I mind is when someone has been hurt, but treats everyone who comes after like they're the one who hurt him. Of course, I am in no rush. You can take your time. A relationship isn't an exam. You don't have to hand in a paper today.
Thank you.
No, it is fine. True, well, wishes don't have to be intrusive. Don't forget. But don't linger.
What is up?
Nothing. I just saw Qin Yue. He was with Miss Xu.
It hurts, doesn't it?
It does. But I didn't go over. I didn't text him. I didn't want him to see me in pain either.
That is the right way. Letting go doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It means not hurting others even when you are in pain.
Mom, I was so obsessed before. Now that he has moved on, I should move on too.
Take it slow. Just chill. Stand on your own 2 feet, this time.
I saw him moving on today. It really hurt, but I didn't stop him. This is my long overdue growth. Ye Wan invites you to an ARL sharing session. The theme is toxic positivity, not independence. Invitation for the in-person workshop. Hard truths not as a solo guest speaker, suggesting Ye Wan. Are you going?
I don't know. I am worried people will think I am not qualified to speak. After all, I've hurt someone too.
But it is because you made mistakes that you know where you went wrong. Those who haven't messed up talk about principles. You talk about the price paid.
I'll go, but I won't act like a victim. I'll only talk about how I was wrong.
Hi, Ye Wan.
Hi, I just got off work and was passing by.
Is work going well?
It is good. Just entry level, but I am learning a lot. I'll let you get back to it. I am headed out.
Take care. You too.
I used to mistake clarity for never losing out. I used to mistake security for having to get more from the other person. I listened to my besties. And on my wedding day, I forced someone who truly loved me to submit. I thought I was protecting myself, but I was actually hurting others. I am not asking Qin Yue to come back. I won't let my personal growth become an excuse to bother him. He has moved on, and I should too.
Ye Wan, you failed to force a marriage on your own wedding day. What right do you have to talk about independence now?
Toxic advice isn't independence.
You say Song Qian is wrong, but what about you? Aren't you the one who forced him to sign an agreement on your wedding day? Are you saying all this now, just to try and clear your name?
You are right. I am the one who forced Qin Yue to sign that agreement on our wedding day. I am also the one who hurt Mrs. Qing. I am not standing here today to clear my name. I am here to tell everyone that I was wrong. And I've paid the price. Song Chen sent me that toxic advice, but I am the one who drank it. So I am not just defending my rights. I am also paying back the money. I am not just exposing her. I am also apologizing to the people I've hurt. If someone only claims to be a victim, but won't admit to hurting others, that is not self-awareness. It is just another way to run away. I was also one of Song Qian's students.
I forced my boyfriend to sell his house. I called him a mama's boy. In the end, he left. I used to only blame Song Qian, but later I realized I was hurting people too. Independence isn't about controlling others. Self-awareness isn't about hurting those who are sincere. Security isn't about forcing someone to prove their love over and over. Money should be discussed. And houses should be discussed. Boundaries with parents should be discussed too. But these things should be discussed in advance. As equals. And with a clear head. You can't corner someone in public. When people tell you men are unreliable, you don't immediately treat those who love you as enemies. When people tell you that you'll lose if you don't manipulate, you don't turn marriage into a battlefield. When people tell you that crying the loudest makes you right, you can still ask yourself, did I hurt anyone? My biggest regret isn't that my engagement was broken off. It is that Qin Yue gave me one last chance. But I was looking at someone else. I lost him at that moment. She really gets it now.
Yeah.
Do you feel for her?
I do. But not the kind where I want to go back. It is seeing someone finally crawl out of the mud and feeling like they shouldn't fall back in.
It is for the best. She has woken up. And you've moved on.
I watched today's talk too. He was very real. Few people are willing to admit they were wrong.
As long as he can move forward, that is what matters.
What is your biggest regret now?
What is your biggest regret now? Is it that Qin Yue won't come back? My biggest regret isn't that he left me. It is that, when he wanted to be with me, I didn't cherish him. I kept testing his love until it was poisoned. Until he was finally too afraid to love me. So, what I want to tell everyone most is this. If someone truly treats you well, don't mistake their kindness for weakness. Don't take their decency for granted. And definitely don't let others' words turn you against them. Happy now. My account is gone. The studio is gone. Even my money is frozen. Ye Wan, you are ruthless. I am not satisfied. Because you've already hurt so many people. Some feelings can be restored, and some damage can be undone. Money can be refunded, but trust can't. Quit faking it. You only had the leverage to negotiate because of me. Now you are faking being enlightened. But Qin Yue still isn't coming back. I know losing him is what I deserve. But being investigated is what you deserve. You ruined me. No, you ruined yourself. And stop saying you teach women to be independent. You teach fear, control, and consumerism. Truly independent people don't need to destroy others to prove they've seen the light. Most of the $50,000 loan has been paid back. Each payment was small, but I earned every cent of it myself. Qin Yue, I hope you are happy.
President Qin, your package.
President Qian. It is from Ye Wan. There is no note.
The past was good. The mistake was that I didn't cherish it later. Qin Yue, I've paid back the last of the money. This letter isn't to give us another shot, nor is it asking for your forgiveness. I just wanted to tell you that I am doing okay now. I've gone pro and can support myself now. I've stopped listening to others' advice on how to handle love, and I no longer base my security on what others must give me. Thank you for breaking off the engagement back then. I hated you then, thinking you were too cruel. I only realized later that
If you hadn't ended it, I might never have woken up. You saved me, and finally let me see myself clearly. I wish you happiness, and I'll live well too.
President Qian, do you want to reply?
Number. She doesn't need my reply anymore.
Ye Wan, are you still speaking at the seminar this afternoon?
Yes. I am talking about how newcomers can dodge a huge blow in the workplace. Nothing about relationships.
You've really got this in the bag now.
Once you fall hard enough, you naturally stay golden.
I wish you happiness.
What did you say?
Nothing. Let's go. Don't be late.
Yi, don't be so busy. Have some fruit.
Thank you, ma'am.
I didn't break off the engagement to punish her. I did it to save myself. When she cried later, it wasn't because I was cruel. It was because she finally understood. Some hearts, once broken, never look back.
I once believed in toxic advice, and personally lost someone wonderful. I realized later that clarity isn't about owning others. True clarity is admitting you are wrong and daring to start over alone.